It's crazy what rappers have been caught smuggling into jail in the past. Young Thug tried to smuggle drugs through the Courtroom. Tory Lanez had a whole music recording setup in his cell. Chef G had a gaming console and a flat-screen TV, and YNW Melly was busy making shanks and pipe bombs. Dario is about to have the ride of his life in prison, especially with the list of things he could smuggle into jail. What Durkio could smuggle into the jail and get away with will shock you. So, let's start with the cell phone. Dario might actually have a cell phone in jail. A few days ago, an alleged jail call surfaced, and it was the first time the OTF boss spoke from behind bars. An Instagram user with the handle 900bra shared an audio clip reportedly featuring the OTF boss. In the 2-minute conversation, Lil Durk is heard maintaining a positive outlook despite the challenging circumstances. He reassures the caller that he is in good spirits and determined to return home to his family.
Hey, what, bro?
I said, I know you're rich. If you need anything, you know I got you.
You gotta appreciate it. You gotta thought that count.
Durkio also addressed a rumor that has been circulating on social media, the rumor that he is in protective custody. In the audio, the rapper firmly denies these allegations, stating that he is not receiving any special treatment and is instead on the main line with other inmates. This assertion was met with mixed reactions from the public, as some viewed it as a testament to his resilience, while others remained skeptical of the call's authenticity. The caption on the post read, "Just got off the phone with my brother Lil Durk. He's in good spirits, staying positive, and fighting to get back home to his kids and family. We're not glorifying negativity. We're more than just street guys." That's actually an understatement. We're men of honor and code, no matter our financial status. Bro hit the main line with the rest of our kind. No protective custody. The relationship between Lil Durk and 900bra remains somewhat unknown, though the latter's Instagram activity suggests that he has ties to the OTF label. Posts featuring collaborations with OTF artists like Bonnie Mo, as well as photos with Booka 600 and Lil Durk himself, hint at a connection that lends credibility to the alleged call. However, the lack of official confirmation leaves room for doubt as the public continues to debate the legitimacy of the audio. But Durk isn't the only rapper with a cell phone in jail. New York rapper Casanova also took to his social media while behind bars and warned people about life in jail.
Yo, look, you don't want to come here, I'm telling you. You don't want to come here, trust me.
At one point, the rapper felt he might die in jail and warned young guys to stay away from it, saying, "Might die here, but always remember what's gangster because this jail ain't gangster at all. Hope you young ones stay out." The caption read. Another rapper who was caught with a cell phone behind bars was Tay K. Reports emerged that Tay K was being held in solitary confinement for 23 hours a day, and it was during this time that an incident occurred, further complicating his legal situation. On July 25th, sheriff's officials discovered a cell phone hidden in Tay K's underwear, leading to immediate consequences. When confronted by prison officials, Tay K allegedly attempted to destroy the phone, which resulted in an altercation. The situation quickly escalated, drawing the attention of authorities and leading to a new charge against him. Tay K was charged with possessing a prohibited item inside a correctional facility, a third-degree felony according to court records. And although Durkio hasn't been caught with a cell phone, there may be other contraband that the millionaire rapper could be hiding in his cell. To have an idea of what that may be, we have to look at what other rappers have been caught with behind bars over the years. PlayStation, believe it or not, Durk might just have a whole gaming console in his cell, and he wouldn't be the first rapper to sneak one in jail. Back in 2022, when New York rapper Chef G was behind bars, he posted a video of himself playing Grand Theft Auto while in jail. The rapper had a whole flat-screen TV in his cell. What's ironic is that Lil Durk and Chef G have a lot in common. Lil Durk's indictment showed that the OTF boss rewarded his gang members with money and lucrative music deals for carrying out hits. Well, Chef G was also accused of rewarding his associates with expensive dinners. On May 16th, the NYPD, in a carefully planned operation, descended upon the unsuspecting members of a notorious gang, among them 2 prominent rappers, Chef G and Sleepy Hollow. These rappers, whose tracks had amassed millions of views, found their worlds turned upside down as they were swept up in a nationwide law enforcement operation. The operation, the climax of tireless surveillance and intelligence gathering, targeted the 8 Trey Gang and their affiliates. The indictment, a staggering 140 counts, laid bare the extent of the gang's reach, implicating 32 individuals in a series of violent crimes. The charges were severe, linking the gang to no less than 12 shootings and a murder that had been brazenly captured on camera. Chef G's gang, which had extended its tentacles from Brooklyn to Manhattan and even across state lines to New Jersey, was accused of orchestrating and executing acts of chaos that left the community in its wake trembling. Brooklyn's district attorney, Eric Gonzalez, revealed the alleged role of Chef G's music earnings in the gang's operations. It was claimed that the rapper had used his financial gains to help facilitate further gang activity, encouraging members to partake in violent crimes. One such act of violence, a mass shooting in Brooklyn, stood out for its sheer audacity and brutality. The suspects reportedly pulled up in a vehicle and unleashed a hail of bullets on members of a rival gang. The chaos that ensued saw 1 person killed and 5 others injured as bystanders fled the scene in terror. The aftermath of the shooting revealed a chilling celebration of violence. DA Gonzalez recounted how Chef G allegedly rewarded the shooters with a lavish steak dinner at a Manhattan restaurant, toasting their deadly score against their rivals. And while Chef G was enjoying his time in jail with a gaming console, other rappers were preparing for war with shanks and bombs. Durkio might want to stay safe while behind bars, and he could learn from YNW Melly because the rapper was caught with some of the wildest contraband. The discovery of contraband in YNW Melly's dorm unfolded like a scene from a crime drama, with jail staff conducting a routine. Inspection quickly turned into a high-stakes operation. It was a seemingly ordinary day when officers at the Broward County Jail decided to perform a surprise search of the rapper's cell. As they carefully combed through his belongings, what they found was anything but ordinary. Hidden among his personal items were several homemade shanks, a stash of prescription drugs, and most alarmingly, pipe bombs. The discovery sent shockwaves through the facility, prompting an immediate lockdown and a thorough investigation into how such dangerous items had made their way inside. The initial response from jail staff was swift and decisive. Security protocols were tightened, and an internal probe was launched to determine whether there was any inside assistance in smuggling the contraband. The rapper, already facing serious double homicide charges, now had to contend with the possibility of additional charges related to the contraband. But this wasn't the only crazy incident he was involved in. On September 27, 2022, during a pretrial hearing for Melly's double murder case, the prosecution dropped a bombshell. They presented evidence from a confidential source that claimed Melly had conspired to escape from the Broward County Jail. The alleged plan, which reportedly took shape in April, involved Melly's attorney smuggling in 2 handcuff keys to help with the escape. In response to the explosive accusations of an escape plan, YNW Melly's attorney, Raven Liberty, came forward with a strong rebuttal. Liberty categorically denied the claims, describing them as baseless and a smear campaign against her client. She emphasized the rigorous security measures in place, stating that Melly was strip-searched before and after every visit, making it impossible for any contraband, such as handcuff keys, to go unnoticed. However, the prosecution didn't stop with the escape plan accusations. They also alleged that Melly had been making unauthorized calls, with Liberty purportedly providing her login information to facilitate non-recorded video visitations. But Melly isn't the only rapper accused of receiving help from those on the outside. Bobby Shmurda's case is also wild. In July 2015, while awaiting trial at Rikers Island, Shmurda found himself facing new allegations of prison contraband. The incident reportedly occurred during a routine visit from his girlfriend, Kimberly Russo, in the summer of 2015. According to prosecutors, Russo attempted to pass a homemade knife to Shmurda concealed within a latex glove hidden in her bra. This bold move was intercepted by vigilant prison guards, leading to immediate charges against both Russo and Shmurda in Bronx criminal court. Shmurda stood before the judge, pleading not guilty to the contraband charges. His defense argued that the allegations were unfounded and that Shmurda had no knowledge of Russo's intentions. Russo was also charged with promoting prison contraband and pleaded not guilty. As for Durkio, the rapper loves music, meaning he'll want to listen to some tunes while in his cell. Well, he wouldn't be the first rapper to smuggle in a music player, as Lil Wayne had already paved the way. Found was methamphetamine. The discovery led to immediate charges against Blueface, further complicating his legal situation. The rapper was already facing various legal troubles, and this new charge added fuel to the fire. The search was reportedly conducted while Blueface was in the shower, and the officers turned his cell inside out, finding the suspicious white powder hidden within his personal belongings. Blueface's case follows a pattern of high-profile incidents where rappers have been caught with contraband in jail, including drugs. In 2022, rapper TTG Fred was arrested for attempting to smuggle drugs into jail. He and 4 others were caught bringing in cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, and cell phones into Clayton Jail by dropping them inside the security fence. This pattern of contraband smuggling continues to raise concerns about security in jails and the lengths some inmates will go to maintain their connections to the outside world. Meanwhile, some rappers are found with other forms of contraband, such as recording equipment or music devices. Lil Wayne, for example, made headlines when he was found with an MP3 charger and headphones while incarcerated at Rikers Island in 2010. The items, hidden in a garbage can and wrapped in an aluminum potato chip bag, were not allowed within the facility, sparking an investigation. Despite the findings, Lil Wayne had expressed his desire to stay creative during his time behind bars, which likely contributed to his attempt to smuggle in contraband. Tory Lanez, another rapper determined to continue his music career while incarcerated, also ran into trouble. After being sentenced to 10 years for shooting Megan Thee Stallion, Lanez managed to figure out how to record music over the jail phone. However, this endeavor came to an abrupt halt when his equipment was confiscated during a routine raid at the California Correctional Institution. Lanez revealed that his project was shut down because the higher-ups realized he was helping other inmates find a path to freedom, with plans to use the proceeds to support incarcerated individuals in fighting their legal battles. These incidents reflect not only the creative ingenuity of rappers behind bars, but also the ongoing challenges of smuggling contraband and staying connected to the outside world while incarcerated. The prison system's strict policies and investigations into these contraband cases continue to shape the lives of these artists as they navigate their legal troubles and was actively seeking treatment for his substance abuse issues. This revelation shed light on the challenges he has faced in his personal life, which some speculated may have influenced his legal troubles. Despite his efforts to address his addiction, the incident in the courtroom involving the drug exchange raised questions about how easily drugs can be smuggled in, even under the watchful eyes of law enforcement. The dramatic courtroom scene emphasized the vulnerability of high-profile cases and how criminals will go to great lengths to facilitate illegal activity, even within the confines of the judicial system. The situation involving Young Thug and his co-defendant KF Adams was just one example of the complex and often shocking ways that drugs are smuggled into prisons or courtrooms. This specific case underscored the difficulty in maintaining strict security, even in settings where one would expect it to be most tightly controlled. Despite the swift actions of the sheriff's deputy, the exchange in the courtroom added a new layer of complexity to the ongoing legal proceedings for Young Thug, who was already facing significant charges. The drug deal in the courtroom also served as a reminder of the larger issue of contraband trafficking within the criminal justice system, raising concerns about how such incidents continue to occur in a supposedly secure environment. In light of these events, the rapper's ongoing battle with substance abuse, combined with his legal issues, remains an unfortunate aspect of his public life.
Listen, we got word that you were in rehab.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, can we talk about that a little bit?
No, we good. I want to embrace it, you know what I'm saying? Because it helped me a lot. I won't even say it was tough at first. It was tough at first, but it ain't that tough because I really knew what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I knew what was holding me back.
Durkio even said he wanted to beat his codeine and Xanax addiction so he could be a better parent and leader.
Is that what it was codeine?
Yeah, Xanax. I wanted better. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a better man, a better father, a better leader.
And now it seems all his hard work might be undone because he might be able to sneak drugs into the jail. Let's hope he keeps clean running the jail. Young Thug was doing much more than drug deals in courtrooms. It turns out that he was running the whole jail using one of his allies in a shocking turn of events. 5 people, including an inmate related to Atlanta rapper Young Thug, were arrested in connection with a bribery and contraband scandal at the Fulton County Detention Center. The explosive investigation revealed a network of corruption that had infiltrated the very heart of the justice system. Among those arrested was former detention center guard Carmen Bailey, accused of accepting bribes and giving prohibited items to inmates. The investigation into the bribery and contraband scandal at the Fulton County Detention Center began with a number of suspicious activities that caught the attention of authorities. It was a routine check that first raised red flags leading to a deeper probe into the operations within the building. The investigation quickly found a tangled web of illicit dealings with former detention center guard Carmen Bailey at its center. Carmen Bailey, a 31-year-old former guard, was arrested on October 4th, facing major charges that include 4 counts of violating the oath of a public officer, 2 counts of bribery, and 2 counts of obtaining, procuring, or giving inmates prohibited things. Her arrest marked a major breakthrough in the investigation, shedding light on the extent of corruption within the detention center. Bailey, who had been working at the facility since September 2023, quit earlier this year as the investigation intensified. The accusations against Bailey are both shocking and revealing. Investigators claim that she accepted over 20 payments totaling $7,000 from the families of inmates she was meant to supervise. These payments were allegedly made in return for smuggling contraband into the facility, a serious breach of trust and security. The revelation of such activities has raised concerns about the weaknesses within the detention center and the ease with which corruption can take root. One of the most famous connections in this scandal was between Bailey and the family of Marquavius High, an inmate on trial alongside Atlanta rapper Young Thug in a high-profile gang and racketeering case. The case has drawn major media interest, with prosecutors alleging that the YSL organization to which Young Thug is linked is responsible for multiple murders. The defense, however, insists that YSL is merely the name of Young Thug's record label, not a criminal enterprise. The investigation showed that Bailey allegedly took bribes from Hugh's mother, Melissa Huey, aged 45, and his sister, Jemiah Huey, aged 18. Both women have been charged with 1 count of bribery each, further entangling the Huey family in the affair. The participation of these people highlights the complex network of relationships and transactions that facilitated the flow of contraband into the detention center. With the amount of bread at Dirk's disposal, he won't have a problem trying to have correctional officers on his payroll, but with all the things he could take to jail, it will be interesting whether he will be caught with anything. Meanwhile, you can watch similar content by clicking on the boxes playing on your computer. 2524. Now playing. Jay-Z is accused of raping teens.